In Aether and Iron, the streets of skybound New York are beautiful, dangerous, and full of secrets. We're building our crew, navigating a Decopunk world of authoritarian barons and making choices that will ripple across the floating city. Will we rise, rebel, or redefine what resilience means? Let's find out together in this latest series. So with this, we have three different choices. We have story, for those who want to enjoy the story and explore the world without focusing heavily on combat and resource management. Or we have balanced, for those that want a mix of engaging story and challenging gameplay. Or challenge, for those who seek a true test of their skills. Combat encounters are more deadly, navigating the city is more perilous, and resources are more scarce. So I'm going to go with balanced. Choose your modifiers. Select optional modifiers to increase the challenge of your run. These cannot be changed once your campaign begins. Interesting. So even if we were on story, we could still activate permadeath. And permadeath probably will make this game feel a bit more like XCOM, where you have to think about your resources, you have to think about your actions, because this is turn-based combat in this game. And another cool thing about this game is that there is vehicular turn-based combat. Of all the things, I have never seen vehicular turn-based combat, but we also have that in this game. But with this, we have permadeath as well. You know what, because we're learning, we're trying to figure things out, I'm not going to go with permadeath, because there might be a point where I also want to try something stupid just to see if it works. So let's just go without permadeath for right now. We're doing balanced.
Every man, woman, and child remembers the day that Aether first captured their imagination, that gravity became nothing more than an inconvenience. Prepare yourselves, fair citizens of New York, to feel such wonder again. The Helicline Institute of Aethonics is announcing an early Aether Tech showcase ahead of the 1939 World's Fair. So come one and come all, and be inspired. Gaze upon new skyward frontiers and see that there is no alternative to a future amongst the heavens.
Looks like it's time. There's no thriving in this city, not when the shadow of the uppers keeps the rest of us fumbling in the dark. They get the sunlight and the caught in clouds, while the lowers is lost in the dark at midday. But with a job like today's, I can catch my breath. No guns, no complications, not like last time. I'd sooner throw myself into the well and let the gravity storms pull me apart than go through that again. And if this goes well, I'll never have to. I can still hear my Zio's last breaths echoing in the gunshots that rip the ground from beneath my feet.
Now leaving the station. Please
I could leave this smuggler business behind. I wouldn't have to worry about backroom deals, meddling tyrants, or pulling pennies from the smoke of a gun. I'd find a place up here where the air is clean, where the sun wakes you up in the morning, and the stars say goodnight. It'd be just me and the open sky, finally free.
Very cool. I love the art. I love the music. Very, very nice. Fantastical, but still has that retro 1930s
I
vibe.
slip into one of the ritziest hideaways in the uppers, long after the rich and sauced have sauntered off to bed. The glass cage cleans up nice after hours, but no amount of soap will wash away the stink of high-class gin and imported cologne.
You know, that's fair. If you've ever been at a party and you've had that one person who, one, was so drunk they were spilling alcohol everywhere, but two had just doused themselves in cologne or perfume. Oh, ugh. All right, so our character here is Gia. Again, art style is just, it's very vibrant, but definitely gives that 1930s vibe. Just really nice. I don't know. It's just different. It's very clean, and I like that. Okay, so we can manage your crew. This is where you manage your crew. You can change which heroes join Gia on a mission and see all of your crew's skills and abilities in one place. You can only change your crew while you're at the hole. You can change which vehicles your crew members are driving. Select swap and choose from any of your unlocked vehicles. That's so cool. You can actually choose the vehicle. And it seems like probably the vehicle also has its own stats as well. Yeah, refurbished stock engine. Yeah. Oh, wow. Neat. I don't think I've ever seen that in a game before. Not like this, at least. All right, so we have Gia here. We have her AP or her action points, storage, heat, weight. Ah, okay, yeah. Indicates whether the vehicle appears threatening to others, affecting the likelihood of combat occurring. That's interesting. Gia's brass, daredevil, enforcer, grease monkey. So there are going to be different sorts of traits that will impact your combat, but also just how you interact with the world, as you would expect with some classic RPGs. So that's really great to see. Glass birds and glass shoes. Take Mr. Blanc's job offer. Let Mr. Blanc know you've arrived. Speak to Mr. Blanc very carefully. This place feels like a ghost hovering just behind the ear with words of ill omen. I need to get in and out with this job as soon as possible. Okay, we have our inventory. Click and drag. Vehicles each have an inventory. Items can be moved around in each inventory. Okay. We have our codex. Thank goodness for that. That's always nice in case you forget something.
My shoe gives the glass floor a wary tap as I scan the room. I ignore the booze hound glued to the table and turn to the stern-faced bartender.
The voiceover sounds really clean as well. The only thing I would say is during the cinematics, there was a lot of competition of sound where it was like the sound effects wanted to outdo the voice, but also the music wanted to outdo the voice. And a lot of times those are things you can't control in the settings. They're just baked in. So hopefully they can do something about tweaking that. Probably not at this point, but that was a little bit tough. Boozehound examine.
The boozehound's a whistling faucet, and his drool-spattered watch is worth more than my whole outfit.
Dang.
As good a mouthwash as any. Might come in handy later, too. Currency in my line of work isn't always green.
Well, don't mind if I do.
The bartender gives me a look as I grab the long-necked top-shelf swill and take a drink.
All right, top shelf liquor. Let's go. Mr. Morgan.
The bartender's eyes follow my hands, making sure I don't get too familiar with a patron's belongings. I approach the counter. Morgan?
Yeah, this is very like neo-noir. I like this.
I give a curt nod without response. Any other gift of familiarity would be wasted.
Okay, that's cool too. So when she's talking out loud, she's in full color. But whenever she is in black and white, that means that's just her inner thoughts. I like that. That's a really nice visual touch.
Wilson out? A deep sullenness passes over the man.
Talent checks. Certain dialogue options contain talent checks. These checks add an element of chance to your decisions, influenced by your crew's talents and attributes. Each check has a difficulty rating and a minimum number that you'll need to roll. Yeah, we're familiar with this with stuff like in Fallout and what have you. When you perform a talent check, you roll 2 6-sided dice. Your crew's talent and attribute bonuses are added to the dice roll. All of your bonuses are shown in the tooltip.
What can I do for you, Miss Randazzo?
Press about Wilson, ask about business, ask about Mr. Blanc. Oh, easy difficulty, noise. All right, Gumshoe, success. Needed to roll 4+, rolled an 8. So this is trying to push a very tabletop RPG style to this game. I like that. Because a lot of times the dice rolls happen in the back end. You never actually see it. So to actually have it on screen is pretty interesting.
Morgan's eyes are gray, his knuckles raw, and the scent of 2-day-old body odor breaks through his strong cologne.
Ooh, okay. Sir, we need you to take a bath.
Wilson never misses a shift.
Never's a big word, Miss Randazzo, especially in this line of work.
All right, ask about business.
It's been a while. How's business, Morgan?
Business carries on as usual, Miss Randazzo. Mr. Blanc's morning is full, and in the evening, we host Kick Holiday.
I know that name from the radio. Shame I'll have to miss hearing her live. The glass cage might tolerate my presence during after hours, but its patience runs dry whenever respectable clientele's on the floor. I got a meeting with Mr. Blanc. Let him know I'm here.
Ooh, that's cool. Okay, so I'm looking up here at the top. We can see the characters that are currently active, heat storage, everything that we saw in the previous menu, but just right here on the screen, which is super convenient and clean. Our level, then our actual heat. Your heat impacts your talent checks. High heat can make it more likely to get into combat or face more opponents in combat. We have our location, our currency, and scrap metal. You can never have enough around. Used to repair damaged vehicles. Oh, okay, cool. Very cool.
So soon. I'm surprised. And without your uncle.
His eyes meet mine, challenging me to say anything, to reach for my piece, to balk, maybe even cry. I slowly inhale. It's too early to let some high-nosed stiff get his kicks in, so I smile. I'm missing an Apollo Diamond picture to be here, Morgan. Help a girl out. The bartender frowns while he polishes a small tumbler. He's expecting me. I don't intend to make him wait. Do you? That did the trick. He reaches his hand under the counter, slowly. A part of me waits for a fiery roar of buckshot to tear through the mahogany. Instead, I hear a click and muted bell.
Huh, this is actually really interesting. I'm not used to seeing images also pop up where you see the text. That's pretty cool too. Add an additional layer so you can really see what's going on and get a sense of what's happening.
He'll be with you shortly, Miss Randazzo. I assume you can show yourself out afterwards.
A familiar scent fills the air and blazy smoke drifts to the corner of my eye, drawing my attention to a darkened booth.
Well, it's been real, Morgan. You have a good one.
The regulars flock here to take in the view over a bottle of something expensive and bubbly. Every now and then, a soul gets grounded, and this is the best seat in the house.
Also, to tell that you're in a floating city, the floor is actually glass, which is such a nice touch. I didn't really notice that before, because I was thinking like, oh yeah, you know, it's a floor, whatever. But then you actually start seeing the clouds move, and you're like, oh, that's glass. We're flying. We're floating. That's really cool. Anything else? Examine back door.
My eyes dart to the back door. If things go sideways, I'm a quick sprint from the exit.
All right, duly noted. Anything else? No. All right. Mr. Blanc?
The table's already set. A narrow beam of light splits the booth. On my side, a glass of my favorite whiskey. On the other, an ember held in the hands of a man more shadow than flesh.
No kidding. What creepy artwork. It's great, though, but man.
Drink.
Appreciate the drink or cut to the chase. Let's do cut to the chase. If this dude's just gonna say drink and nothing else.
Excuse me, Mr. Blanc, but I'm here for business, not pleasure.
Well, that sucked. Alright, well, crud.
An unhurried puff of smoke fills the booth. I hear the edge in his voice press against me. His eyes are narrowed points.
You do not set the terms, Randazzo. This is my table. My favor to you.
Okay, you know what? Fair enough.
He stubs out the pleasantries with his dying cigarette. Onto a new smoke. Onto business.
A young woman from the Heights requests transport to the Lowers. Nowhere in particular.
The Heights? What's some girl from upstairs want in the slums?
I don't care. She requested discretion.
Now, I'm assuming that the slums are also floating. They're just lower. But I'm intrigued now. I'm super intrigued. Ask about the client. Probe about the simplicity of the job. Ask about Wilson.
Where's Wilson? Morgan looks worse for wear out there. The yellow flame flashes on caught breath.
Mr. Wilson is no longer under my employ.
Oh.
Shame. He owes me money. Know where I can find him? The booth darkens to a silent gloom. Even the embers quiet their dull murmurings as Mr. Blanc leans forward again.
You'd do best to forget Mr. Wilson, him and those he associated with, or you too will find yourself out of my employ.
Well then, enough about Mr. Wilson.
I'd struck a nerve, one that ran deep. Too deep for me to feel comfortable going any further. Mr. Blanc is a monster in his own right. I don't want to know what ghosts haunt his closet.
Ask about the client.
She seem like the type to cause trouble? If she's getting into my car, I need to know what to expect.
She is young, naive, harmless. No threat to you.
Oh, he said harmless. I thought he said heartless. I was like, wait a minute. Young, naive, heartless. Coax him into saying more. You know, last time the roll was easy, and I completely failed it.
You're the one who knows things, and that's all you know?
Oh, come on, man. These dice rolls, though.
You have what you need. Idle speculation is wasteful.
Mr. Blanc's got a face a statue would envy. He knows more, but he's keeping it to himself.
So note to self, don't get a lottery ticket. My RNG is terrible. Probe about the simplicity.
Sounds too easy.
For you, Randazzo, too easy is all you get. For now.
Ow, this guy.
And if she brings in heat from the heights?
I trust you will adapt.
I'll get it done in a few hours. And maybe next time we talk, the work will require more than my babysitting skills.
Yeah. Gia gonna give it to you. Gonna give it to
Your
you.
reputation is mud, Randazzo. This is charity. Do the job. You'll be paid. Half your usual.
Take the deal, demand a higher pay. Daredevil. Ask politely for higher pay. You need a 6+ roll, 6+ roll. Yeah, again with the easy, and yet I critically failed and then failed. But do I go for it? Let's see. Hey! Alright. Look at that, finally. And we gained some XP.
Half my usual? You called me up here to insult me?
You are not the same smuggler you were a year ago. I pay for who you are now.
It's a conversation I'd had several times already with too many clients. Conversations I'd lost. Turns out one bad day wipes out a lifetime of reliability. I had to try again. I'm every bit the same person I was. That's why you want me on this job. Why you need me. You can't risk your little Heights socialite giving you a bad name with the fat cats upstairs.
If she held any influence, she wouldn't be running away.
So she's running away.
Aha!
And he didn't dispute the first part. You could have called anyone, but you called me because I am the same person. No one else will protect her like I will. That you know. And that's worth a little respect. His cigarette extinguishes itself, obscuring what little of his face I could see in pure black. He did need this girl protected. Question was, from whom?
Your usual, then. And Randazzo, I expect your usual?
I like the voiceover so far. Like, you're really getting some nice layers to the characters. It's subtle, but it's there.
She's down below after stepping out for air. You'll find her there, being obvious. Good luck, Randazzo.
Mission updated, new objective, fantastic. Thank you, Mr. Blanc. I'll take that $30 extra. Glass birds and glass shoes. Make contact with the girl. Inventory, we have top shelf liquor. We have cold hard cash. All right. The Heights. They say it's where the future is being made. Yeah, right. Whose future? New York City's loftiest district, reserved for only its wealthiest and most well-connected citizens. Its immaculate streets and shining edifices represent an impossible dream for most New Yorkers, who can only gaze upward at it longingly like the ancient Greek rabble at the foot of the mountain of the gods. It's also home to the Helicline Institute of Aethonics, nestled in the sprawling campus known, quite fittingly, as Olympus Park. Oh, nice. Good touch. Oh, okay, we have an entry for Gia as well. Giovanna Randazzo was born on ground level in the boroughs and became an underworld smuggler operating out of New York's lower districts. Her natural skill and poise, along with the criminal training she received from her uncle Alfonso, quickly established her reputation as a reliable and capable operator. All it takes, though, is one job gone wrong to turn a whole world upside down. Brutally avenging her Zio's murder. Okay, so now we understand a bit more about the whole uncle situation and Morgan's comment and everything. A lot of heat, which she is desperate to leave behind in favor of a quiet, peaceful life somewhere in the uppers. So she's trying to work her way up so that way she can get out of her current lifestyle. We have Mr. Blanc. Never bothered to ask his real name. Wouldn't get a real answer anyway. Fair. Despite being the foremost fixer in the uppers underground, Mr. Blanc is a man few know much about, if he's a man at all. But for enterprising criminals and legitimate power players alike, he's the one-stop shop for well-sourced information. Oh, okay, he's fixers. Just like, in a way, like Cyberpunk. That's cool. Okay. We have the heights. We have the uppers. The soaring skyscrapers, clean-cut concrete, and gilding along every edge might suggest the uppers is a place of prosperity, and that may be true. But who gets to prosper and who pays the cost is a question nobody dares to ask. And then the lowers. Oh yeah, look at the vast difference too between the three. And also the art is just beautiful. I'd look up when I was younger and wonder where the edges of the lowers really were. How many islands filled the skies? A collective colloquial term for the massive New York City islands floating closest to ground level, and the lowers is exactly what it sounds like. The city's dirtiest, dingiest, most destitute, and most dangerous neighborhoods. Back to taxi platform.
A string of yellow cabs idle at the curb, their vultures squawking at a young woman standing on the sidewalk, barely 20. She's a bird of paradise, too colorful for the drab concrete jungle around her.
That's a great description. Wow. That is a stellar description.
Obvious was right. That's the one.
Nellie. What
One
a
of
name.
the buzzards has her cornered. The girl's smile is a mask. She's being polite, but she doesn't realize how ugly this could get.
Convince the cabbies to leave, medium. Enforcer, easy. Need to roll 5+. Scare the cabbies off, or a bottle of expensive liquor from the Oh, see, that's nice. We could either hold on to and potentially sell it, or something else, or just give it to these goons, and then we can get to Nellie. Let's buy them off. We found this item. We decided to take the risk and grab it. Let's use it.
Cold out. Care for something nice to warm yourself up out here? The cabbies consider the bottle. Mostly full, top shelf. Sporting an aroma as pungent as their own. They take the morning treat without further question.
A lot of smelly people around here.
Hey now, that's quite generous of you. Quite generous. Care to join us, bird? Or you, perhaps? There's enough to have a good time.
There's hardly enough. Perhaps next time.
You lost.
But hey, you need a hand with anything, you let us know.
Hey, all right. Show them a little bit of respect. Look at that.
The cabbies migrate downtown, excited by the prospect of a warm belly and a buzzing skull. I pray for their next few fares.
Also fair.
So, you're my driver. I'm Nellie. Well, Dr. Eleanor Reinhardt, technically, but please, Nellie's fine.
Name's Gia. So, doctor, huh?
That's right. My degree's in theoretical aethonics. I did my dissertation on Cherenkov radiation's impact on aether particulate flux. Columbia, then NYU for postgrad. Such a gorgeous campus. Have you been?
Can't say I have.
Yep, that sounds like a solid response.
It's pretty close to the Helicline Institute of Aethonics. Olympus Park is what most people call it. Where I work. Or worked, anyway.
She fidgets with her big, overstuffed briefcase. Something about it bothers me. This isn't your average rich socialite clutching her purse in a rough part of town. She's clinging to it like a life raft.
I hope you don't mind me saying so, but you make quite a striking impression.
The girl's eyes sparkle with curiosity. She's a bright little thing. Smart, switched on. And she's doing an admirable job of hiding how scared she really is. Her voice drops to a conspiratorial whisper.
Are you really a smuggler?
Make something up, strategist, medium 41, 8+. Yeah, let's just tell the truth.
Depends who's asking.
Well, I am silly. How does one become a smuggler anyways?
Usually not by choice.
Well, the way she's clutching onto that bag, it feels like she's smuggling something.
Wowzers.
That's a fantastic expression right there. Wow, I love that.
Uh-huh. My car's this way. Come on. I get an itchy feeling, like we're being watched. This whole thing has me off kilter, like walking into a room without turning on the lights.
And there we are, taxicab.
Zio always liked cabbies, said they were useful. This is where he and I disagreed.
Dang, okay. Anti-cabbie, I see. That is really cool looking, that vehicle, though. Back to Astoria Bay.
We step into my ride. I twist the ignition, and we set off. I catch the girl scanning the interior, her eyes taking everything in. So, where am I dropping you off? The lowers is pretty big.
Oh, anywhere, really. I'm sure I'll find my way where I need to.
Yeah, that was reassuring.
There's only sincerity in that voice. Mr. Blanc wasn't kidding. This really is a babysitting job.
Ooh, what's that button do?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, don't press that.
Ah, so it must be some type of modification. I bet it's a supercharger. They always have those in the comics. Oh, I know. It's an ejector seat. Wait, it's not for the passenger side, is it?
Fair question.
She's not even really talking to me. Her motor mouth is just spinning out of control. I've got to learn what the hell's going on with this easy transport.
Give the girl a quick once-over. Gumshoe. Ask about her work. Well, all right, let's try Gumshoe. Nice, all right. Hey, a little bit more XP, I'll take it.
The faint smell of ash fills the car. A spent handkerchief hides in her palm. Small aether burns scar her fingertips. Not an ounce of luggage other than the case. Doc has something to hide. So where are you going, kid? Family? Friends?
Oh, no. I'm here all by myself.
Anywhere you planning on visiting? I'm not much of a tour guide.
That's my own business. Thank you.
You're running from someone. By the looks of it, you barely got away. So, what's some pampered lab rat doing on the run? You steal something in that case of yours? The girl's shocked silent. Lies and half-truths run across her eyes, but none of them make the cut. I had her dead to rights. Don't worry, kid. You're not the first with a story like that.
That's not my story. Well, not all of it. I didn't steal anything, I swear.
She looks out the window, quiet and still. Last thing I need is some Heights drama following me down here and ruining an easy payday.
Foreshadowing?
While we're talking, my eyes keep getting pulled to the rear view like it's a magnet. I can't shake the feeling we're not alone.
Now, of course, as this is sort of like a tutorial in a way, setting things up while also moving through the story, I'm going to assume we're going to get to the point where we're going to do that vehicular combat, so this should get really interesting really quick.
I juke down a couple service paths and hop across an access junction. Sure enough, when we pop back onto street level, the same dark shape is lurking behind us. Hang on to something, kid. This might get bumpy. I pop open the hidden compartment under the dash and point to it. The girl catches on almost instantly, and there's only a moment of hesitation before she shoves her briefcase inside.
Moving around the island. Left mouse click on a location to view info and set it as your destination. Left mouse click on it again or press space to travel there. You may encounter unexpected events along your route. After an event, you'll return to the map. You can continue your journey by pressing spacebar or by left mouse clicking on your destination again. Alright, so taxi platform. Key locations: Astoria Bay Ferry Terminal, taxi platform. We want to go to the ferry terminal. Travel here. Surprise encounter!
I catch a glimpse of the man tailing us. He's got the easy posture and the liquid metal smile of a seasoned killer. In the rear view, his eyes burn like ice above a jagged scar.
These descriptors are actually great, especially for this sort of neo-noir vibe. It's really, really well done. Very descriptive and just very on point.
No! How did he find me?
Well, now we know something's really up.
Who?
Who indeed?
Time you came home, darling.
Oh. Oh, hi. Very cool looking, though, but wow, that's something. Knife on the side there. It looks like a crucifix on its side on his chest. Not really sure what's going on there.
Nellie, who is that?
Someone who needs a spray tan.
Looks like you found a little tour guide, Eleanor. Got no quarrel with you, smuggler. Pull over, and you can drive away clean.
Well, not so much as she was hired, and so then the person who hired her wouldn't be so happy. You know, it's complex.
We can't, Gia. Please, we can't.
Don't worry, kid. Just keep your head down. This will be over soon.
One way or another. Enemy vehicles can be damaged by selecting a weapon and then an enemy vehicle to shoot. Each weapon can only be used once per turn. Hover over locations to preview your path. Left click on a location to move there. Moving forward costs more than moving backward. Oh, interesting. Okay. You can combine attacks and movement by selecting an ability and then choosing a location to use it. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's slick. I like that. Okay, so we have 3 vehicles to worry about, or just the one? Oh, no. Okay, that's bystander, bystander, twinsies, and then the man. Okay, so these are our action points. So 16. Ram. Ram target vehicle. Shoot Gatling gun. Shoot shotgun. Ooh, all fun choices. So shotgun we shoot, or no, Gatling is behind us. Shotgun is to the side of us, so right and then but back. Okay, interesting on the directionals as well. Oh yeah, there's the Gatling gun, actually literally right there. You can see it. Okay, so it's zippity-doo-dah over here. Oh, there we go. Get up close and personal. Okay, actually getting a little bit of motion sickness. Sorry about that. All right, we have 7 movements left. We could ram. On cooldown, we could shotgun, but we'd have to pop over. Now, the ramming would probably do damage to our car, so we might want to avoid that. Then again, if we go to shotgun, it looks like he has a weapon here on his side as well. So either way, I feel like we're just taking damage. So, all right, let's ram. Oh, and it actually pushes him back. Oh, so if you want more breathing room, that's cool. Okay, neat. Let's go... Where do we want to go? Let's go here. Okay, end turn. Oh, even the bystanders go?
It doesn't
What?
have to go like this.
I do declare, Mr. Beauregard, it does. Uh-oh. Oh, alright then. You jerk.
Give it up.
Okay, so he's at 15 health. We're at 21 now. Let's do a shotty to that body. Now, we could ram him again. I wonder if he'd hit the wall. Nope. I was hoping. I was hoping he'd take additional damage. Okay, so we can't use shotgun now. We can't use Gatling gun. Let's pop up over here. End turn. Stop it. You're ruining the paint job. Ooh, what is he doing? I have no idea what he's doing. Okay, so we have to use up more action points because we're going forward now. So if we do 11, that burns up everything. And we have... He has 6 HP left, so 6 HP in a dream. This does 6. This does 6. Collision damage. I really don't want to ram him again and do more damage, so... Oh, no, but the problem is we can't go here. Road change at the end of this round. Ooh. Vehicles in this lane will be destroyed. So we actually can't do shotgun. Dang it. Oh, Ooh, well, let's see. I guess then if we do collision, we could push him. But then again, I think he just bounces back. But let's try it. Let's move here. Let's ram him. Ooh, now let's end turn.
Another notch on the dash.
Nice. There we go.
We did it, Gia. He's
Sucks for
gone.
him.
That was too easy. We need to get off this island. Now.
I feel like they were really setting it up for you to try to ram him into that lane anyway, but that's good to know that that's something that exists. Scrap metal? Okay, awesome. Yeah, we need it. Alright, and off to the ferry terminal.
Stop. All vehicles leaving Astoria Bay require an exit permit.
By the way, this game has over 200 voice-acted characters, which is insanely impressive, considering in fact how many games tend to avoid trying to even mess with VO, or that end up trying to use AI. So, big props to the developers for all of that.
I got my papers. Verified this morning by...
All exit permits from before noon today are considered void. You'll have to acquire a new permit inside the terminal.
Oh, that's not annoying at all.
Look, maybe there is some other arrangement we can reach.
Oh, maybe if we still had that liquor.
I flash a clip of greenbacks underneath my outstretched expired permit. The guard looks unimpressed. Damn upper snobs, too good for money.
Ma'am, that might fly where you're from, but not up here. You'll have to get a permit like everyone else. Now move.
He waves me on, and I drive towards an open spot near the entrance of the terminal. People mill about, laughing in the sun, but something's off. The world feels grainy and sluggish, like I'm wading through sand. I need to keep the girl close.
All right, here we are at the terminal. Gia's vehicle, open
We're
door.
killing time in a sea of hard limbs, well-used pocket watches, and dull chatter, waiting for a permit. Bureaucracy moves slow in the uppers without the right type of love to grease the wheels.
Gia, are you sure we can't take my briefcase? It's very important.
Oh, I bet it is.
Better off out of sight than getting swiped in a pickpocket's hunting ground. See that? I nod and put a spotlight on an act I've played myself. A gal trips into a gentleman. The gentleman goes to help her. And the bag he's briefly forgotten about glides away in the hands of her partner.
Jeepers! Oh, that poor man. We should do nothing. Right now, we keep our heads down and avoid bringing attention to ourselves.
Oh. Look, no one's prying my stash open, and I've got an eye on the car. Besides, we'll be back in the Chimera in no time.
Right. We're... what's the phrase? Staying low. I'm just worried because... oh, Gia, look! Cotton clouds! Oh, I haven't had uppers candy in years.
The girl runs off, leaving me to idle in line.
Well, that was easy. Call after her. Let her enjoy herself. Call after her.
Hey, don't wander off.
Yeah, in a situation like this, no.
She stops, but only long enough to shoot me a grin and a wave. An innocent invitation to come along.
This girl's gonna get us killed.
The vendor sculpts pink and blue clouds for passengers in search of a sweet souvenir. Nellie looks ready to buy out the whole stand. The girl seems determined to stay obvious. We've still got time before the ferry leaves, but I growl as I give up my spot in line and beat feet after her. The girl's busy drilling the vendor about sugar to syrup ratios. I throw a look and she focuses on picking out a flavor. A stick of cotton later, I heard her back in line. Unfortunately, it hasn't moved. I let her get in a few sweet bites before I feed her something bitter. What did that scarred-up black hat want with you? Her face falls mid-bite. The pink cloud sags like a lead balloon.
I've thought of at least 5 different ways to explain it, but it's complicated. Usually I'd ask someone for advice, but he's not here.
Forcefully ask about the man chasing her. Yeah, you say easy. Let's see. Nope. Ugh. Of course.
You knew who that was. Why is he after you?
I don't know.
He almost ran us off the road and killed us both. Filled my car full of holes that your fee doesn't cover. Is that not enough to jog your memory?
Clearly not.
I press too hard and she shuts down in front of me. I'll have to ask her more later. Look, kid, I got shot at for you. I was told to expect a simple transport and now I'm stuck looking over my shoulder. You owe me a whole lot more than it's complicated. What's in the case?
I'm sorry. You're right. And I'm sorry you got shot at. It's my research. It's very important, but I don't know why anyone else would want it.
I give her a side eye. I need the whole picture, but all I'm getting is an unfinished canvas.
You know, that's a weird statement to say, by the way. The fact you're researching it clearly shows that it's important and that somebody would be interested in it. And she also says it's also very important. So then she goes, but I don't know why anyone would want it. Really? Really?
It's the well.
The what?
What about it? So a bodega sign falls off and disappears every now and then. Neighborhood's already coming to pieces anyhow.
It's expanding. Getting bigger. Stronger. It's going to get bad, Gia. Really bad.
Okay, hold on. So, Aether, a form of electromagnetic radiation harvested from high-atmosphere electricity that, when refined and processed, allows for the manipulation of gravity. It's a seemingly miraculous element used to power the technology which keeps New York City aloft. Okay, so we know that much. What the heck is the... Oh, that's cool looking. Also, hey devs, can we get these images in like wallpaper format? Because that would be really cool. You ever get the feeling you're ignoring something important? Nah, me neither. Perhaps New York's most distinct and troubling landmark, the well is a gravity anomaly looming just beyond the city's skylines. Everyone has their theories as to its origins, but nobody disputes its destructive storm-like effects. Those in the relative comfort of the heights might not pay it any mind, But to the souls in the lowers who contend with bizarre shifts in gravity, disappearing pets and belongings, and crumbling infrastructure, it's a very real and immediate fact of life. If people weren't so busy trying to survive daily life in the lowers, they might have time to stop and worry about how it only seems to get bigger and bigger.
You're pulling my leg.
No, I swear, Gia, the car!
Of course. And there it goes. Oh boy.
Minutes. I'd only taken my eyes off the car for a few damn minutes. Time stops long enough for me to catch the tail end. The glare of green lights, the lift of red-white metal, and the blur of a black hat. They took my car.
Gia, my research was in the car. What are we going to do?
We're going, now. Ferry's here. I know a place we can hide on board, but we gotta move.
So now it seems like not only are we taking care of her, but now we have to get that research back. Alright, things are getting a bit more complex.
But...
No buts, kid. Move. If they've got the car, we've got to assume they're on our tail. We stick to the plan. Get to the lowers and hole up somewhere safe. After that, we're gonna figure out how you're getting my car back.
Glass birds and glass shoes. Mission complete. Ooh, that's a good amount of XP. And we leveled up to level 2, level 3. Nice.
The hole is a barrenless refuge, rotting and hidden in a forgotten corner of the city. It offers sanctuary to every soul who finds freedom at the end of a gun or the bottom of a bottle. It is the safety of the shadows.
Oh, is this your hideout, Gia? It's like a pirate's cove or a raider's den.
I love how playful and naive she is. She is such a major contrast to Gia. And of course you have this light and dark theme with their clothing too. It's great.
More like a sinkhole. Watch your step, kid. You'll sooner run into a back alley mugger than a swashbuckler out here.
So, what's next? We need to formulate a strategy.
My place. I need a drink. And you need to finish explaining what the hell got my car stolen.
Level up to enhance your crew's talents and attributes to improve your bonuses. Each crew member has access to different talents. Access your talents by selecting the crew portraits on the top left. Yeah, we definitely need some skills, because holy cow, the number of failures. Complete missions and encounters to earn XP and level up. When you level up, each of your heroes gain a talent point for you to spend. Each hero has access to different talents. Increasing talents can unlock new skills. Alright, so we have Brass, Hustle, and Smarts for Gia. So Dodger, Smooth Talker, Phantom. We have Strategist, Gumshoe, Brainiac. We have Enforcer, Daredevil, and Grease Monkey. Okay, so Brass has to do with combat and interactions, like using combative language or being combative, both with your vehicle and your body. And we have Dodger, which is literally just dodging or smooth talking your way out of a situation. Okay, I like how they've tied in certain communication pathways as well as combat pathways into each. That's clever. I like that. Some good tie-ins. And the Strategist. At the end of the turn, adjacent enemy vehicles receive the engine failure status effect. New combat action switcheroo. Okay, interesting. Gumshoe. Ally vehicles next to this vehicle gain the hasten status effect. New combat action reconfigure. Brainiac. When you heal a vehicle, apply energized status effect to the target. Cool. Okay. This is really neat. I like this. I feel like Hustle and Smarts would be something I would probably enjoy pretty well. So let's go with, as we're doing a lot of talking especially, let's go with Smooth Talker maybe? So like, how do we do this? So we have 2 talent points. Okay, so we do it in the +1, I'm guessing? Maybe? Phantom. Stealth and subterfuge are your specialties, whether it's sneaking past guards or pulling off covert operations. Your charm and persuasive skills allow you to navigate social interactions. Quick on your feet, you can evade danger and act swiftly. Strategist, master of planning and tactics, you can see the big picture. Gumshoe, your keen eye and sharp mind make you an excellent detective. And Brainiac, your scientific knowledge and understanding of Aether technology give you an edge in solving complex problems. Okay. So let's go with... do strategist and smooth talker? No? Okay, so you have to hit enter first. So we have to hit the one we want to activate. There we go, we've hit enter. Okay, so now we've used the point up. We could also get jump cost 0 AP, but let's do strategist. Okay, cool. So you select the node, and then you hit enter, and then enter again to verify, and then you're good to go. Alright, cool. So we've leveled up. Gia's apartment. Anything else? Captain's quarters.
Miss?
Oh boy. Really need a sea shanty right now. His name is Throg? Oh, that's fantastic. Ask Throg about the ferry captain's life.
You enjoy captaining a ferry?
It's my job.
Come on. Nobody does what you do for as long as you have if they don't love it. Right? The old man's eyes are roomy with time and pain, and a loneliness like the open sky.
Also, and maybe I'm looking too much into this, but she has her jacket off and her hat off, right? Because she's at home. This is where she lives, and so she's the most relaxed here. So visually, I think that's a really nice touch as well. We get a little bit more of her. She's not hidden under layers as much, which is cool.
Sure, miss. It's a wonder an old swab like me ever got to fly.
Ask about Throg's past. That sounds like a weird, Warcraft quest or something.
So, what's your story anyways?
Miss?
Like, were you born here? How'd you get into the ferry game?
No. My family come from Maine. Fishermen. That's how I learned to pilot a tug.
And what brought you to New York? Throg winces, like his gammy leg is giving him pain. Or like I dredged something up from some dark depths. Something he didn't want to remember.
Ah, well... that would be Ella May. My wife.
You salty old dog. I didn't know you were married. I'm just having fun with the old boatman, just trying to raise a smile on that dour leather mid of a face. But I can see I've wounded him, and I feel a twist of guilt.
Long time ago, miss. A real long time.
Okay, well, sorry, bye. Sorry to bring up the past. Good luck with that. Oh, wow. Okay, hello. Booze.
Finally, the first drop of real sunshine all day. Zio always told me to have a way out. This old greenhouse has plenty of windows that offer that very service. Would hate to break one on a quick getaway, though.
And of course, Zio being her uncle, who is now passed because he was murdered.
I still have that new edition of BAM to read. Later.
Okay, she likes comic books, drinking, cigarettes.
I can last one more day.
Though it sounds like she's trying to quit. Okay. Portrait of uncle.
What would you do, Zio? Say job's over, cut the kid loose and run? Would definitely save me from a headache.
So then you have to wonder what happened to her parents.
While the Joneses have their gilded wallpaper, all I have is a head full of some days. Unfortunately, dreams don't provide much of a view when your eyes are open.
Oh, okay, so our stash. Shotgun, light weapon, a short-range shotgun that packs a punch. Get up close and personal. Equip this item to a vehicle to use it. So it seems like all combat is actually via vehicle then. Which in some respects does make sense, as everything is floating anyway, so it's not like you can really like, oh, let me just walk to the park. No, you have to fly to the park. But it is interesting because I feel like there could be times where you could be in a building and stuff too. Okay, so this is our stash. Do we want it? Can we take it? Let's say, I think our car already has one anyway. That's good to know, though, that's in here. Okay.
The way she holds herself is too bright for my apartment, too colorful. Everything feels smaller. The space between the shrinking walls taken up by her testimony.
I've been tracking growth patterns around gravitational anomalies. The well's always been an unusual case. It goes through the occasional spike and ebb, but it's always stabilized, eventually. My colleagues and I, were supposed to meet and discuss what to do about the well, but I was late.
You know, the more I see the story unfold, the more it reminds me of The Outer Worlds 2. If you're familiar with it, there are anomalies suddenly appearing, and a major anomaly that could swallow the whole galaxy. And you're trying to stop it from happening, and so this hits on that quite a bit, it feels like, which is very interesting.
I would have been inside already if it hadn't been for Professor Gardner. He discovered something was wrong first. He tried to get me away, and because of me, he...
She trembles, leaving the unspoken sound of a falling body to echo off the walls.
There was an explosion. Everything burned so fast. I wanted to help, but Professor Gardner wasn't moving. That's when I saw him. The black hat. And then he saw me. I ran as fast as I could. Didn't have time to take anything else but the notes I had on me.
That's a hell of a story. So a professional killer snuck into the Heights and blew up a building just to get his mitts on you and your research. And you have no idea why.
I truly don't. Please, you have to believe me.
Ask about the well, ask about her colleagues. Let's go with colleagues.
Your colleagues. Tell me about them.
They were brilliant scientists, Gia. All of them. And bright and hopeful. Together, we were going to discover a better world. Find the answers to...
She holds back the grief by roaming the room with her eyes, latching onto every detail and yet ignoring every bit of it.
And they were kind. Alistair, Professor Gardner, especially. He always looked out for me, even when I first showed up. A 16-year-old with a half-packed suitcase and too many questions. He always tried to help. Right to the end.
Your kind have been coming down here for years. They do some tests, make a big spectacle of themselves, and conclude that it's mostly harmless. Nothing more than clouds or a bad storm.
That's the thing! It should be nothing more than a cloud or a storm. For crying out loud, it's not Jupiter's red spot. Something is causing it to persist and expand.
It was just a pause. A moment where I hold back a lifetime of cynicism and disappointment. But she hears it like I'm filling the room with air raid sirens.
You live in a flying city, Gia. A city kept alive with technology so foreign 80 years ago that we'd be like gods to our grandparents. It's solvable.
Okay. Ask what she'll do next.
You're in the lowers, as requested and paid for. What were you planning once you got here?
First, I thought I'd have to find a place to live, of course. I have some money,
The girl goes paler than the moon in a crystal bath. A moment of clarity, and a possible lifetime of hopelessness.
It was in my case. All of it. I have nothing.
Oh, so the money too.
She looks up at me, eyes suddenly welling into baby blue pools that flood the dwindling room.
So, Gia, how do you like being a babysitter?
I don't have anyone I can ask for a loan. Everyone's... They're dead. All of them. He killed them. And now he's followed me here. He won't stop, will he? He's going to find me again. And I won't be able to fix the well, and...
Snap her out of it or reassure her. You know, let's see. Any rolls? Let's reassure her?
You've got me protecting you, Nellie. He isn't going to lay a hand on you. I'll talk to someone who could help, but I need you to focus. Those goons stole my car and your briefcase, and right now, you might be the only real lead I have.
What can I do? I told you everything I know.
Not everything.
Ask about her traveling incognito. Ask if she has any enemies. Ask how Black Hat found her. Okay,
I don't
travel.
get it. You're from Olympus Park. You got money. And you just leave without talking to anyone?
I needed to disappear quickly. Apparently, I'm not all that good at it.
Clearly.
I didn't have time to pack. I took the first ferry I could find, and it left me in Astoria Bay. Fortunately, when I told a very nice officer I needed to get to the lowers, he referred me to Mr. Blanc.
Knowing Mr. Blanc, that referral didn't happen by chance. He's got eyes in every dark corner of the city. If a bird from the heights flew down on an air of mystery, he'd want to know why.
Ask if she has any
He
enemies.
called you by your name. We're looking at someone who's done his research, or someone who's got something personal on you. Got any enemies up there?
No!
You sure? You didn't piss off some other brainiac with a better showing at the science fair?
No.
You running from family? Some bigwig who made a pass at you? Jilted husband?
I'm not. I've never been married. I don't have the time or the interest. But even if I did, I haven't had any gentleman callers, or really met any gentlemen. Aside from Professor Gardner, of course, but he doesn't count. Not in that way.
Ask about Gardner. Let's go ahead and do that.
This Professor Gardner's come up a few times. Who is he?
Oh, Professor Gardner, Alistair Gardner, was one of the first people recruited to the Helicline Institute. He's one of their spokesmen, too. He even oversaw my application. The other adjudicators were reluctant. Everyone else was so much more senior and older, too. But Alistair fought for me. He called my skills and my desire for a better world a brilliant ambition. He helped look after me during my stay at Olympus Park. It helps that he supervised the lab that I worked in.
Something doesn't add up. Most of us will never see the heights, let alone Olympus Park. How'd someone like him get inside?
I don't know. Must have broken in. Or stolen access? Disguised himself, maybe? But you can't just stroll through. I had to go through an extensive vetting process to even be allowed to visit.
So he's found you twice. Once in the heights, and then again after hiding with Mr. Blanc. He'll probably track you down here, too.
You think?
She starts to retreat back into her shell. Damn it. I was just getting somewhere. If I'm going to get anything useful out of this, I gotta give her something to latch onto. Hey, look at me. This chump isn't getting away with this. I'm going to take care of him. Going to get my car and your briefcase back.
Really?
It's a matter of personal and professional pride. I don't like when people mess with what's mine. Just stay here and don't touch anything. I'll be back soon.
Wait! I'm going with you.
Explain why she can't. Ask her why, or tell her yes. Ask her why.
And why should I do that? You're a doe in headlights most of the time.
You stick out way too much, by the way.
Well, for a lot of reasons, actually. For starters, I'm excellent company.
Oh boy.
I'm also smart and amazing at aethonics. I'm sure that could really come in handy out there. But if not, well, let's be honest with each other. I need you to find that man. He has my briefcase. You need your car back, and you can do that by finding him. If he's following me, then that's good news. The best way for you to find him is for him to find me. Us.
You know, valid. Very valid.
Foolhardy or brave, like going all in before the flop in a high-stakes hold'em round. I'll give the kid this much. She's earnest to a fault. Okay, but first I need to see a gal about a car. Until I'm back, stay put. Cress is already gonna be in a bad enough mood when she hears about the car. She doesn't need me ambushing her with this bundle of trouble, too. Cress Carter is the only person in the hole who could sell me something with 4 repulsors and a steering wheel. Only one issue. I'm broke. Fortunately, I have something more valuable to her than a wad of cash.
Inventory updated. +1 Coleman Hawkins record added to pockets. Ah, so she's going to give Cress the record for the car. A treasured limited edition Coleman Hawkins record. Cress's favorite musician. There we go. Okay, who is Cress? Let's see real quick. So we have the Hole. Yep. Originally a swath of agricultural marshland owned by the Radish Kings of Long Island, it was later partially developed for housing, becoming a border town between boroughs. With poor civic support and worse infrastructure, it quickly became a place for lost things. Okay, now where is Cress? Let's see. There we go. Oh, no, that's Alfonso Randazzo. That would be the uncle. Gio Randazzo's paternal uncle and criminal mentor. Zio, Alfonso was a successful smuggler and operator among Sicily's crime families who was forcibly emigrated to New York, where he established a thriving underground network of illicit activity. Naturally warm-hearted and generous man, he devoted himself to ensuring the young Gia had the tools to survive the city's harsh demands, training her from childhood in everything from pickpocketing to getaway driving. Who is the Black Hat? Yep, we're trying to figure that out. The assassin. We have Cabbies. Nellie, not Furtado. A brilliant Aether scientist and child prodigy with a sunny disposition and a mysterious problem. Dr. Eleanor Nellie Reinhardt arrived in the uppers clutching a briefcase looking for a ride to the lowers. Here we go. And Cress, who I want to say is potentially one of the people we can add to our crew. When they were talking about crew and breaking down like what it involves, this character does pop up, but I don't know if it was just because of like also the vehicular combat element, but we'll see. A former Aetheneer, Cress was crawling through catwalks and ductwork when most children were still rolling around the nursery floor. Despite a loyal attachment to her free home, a tragic accident pushed Cress to strike out topside and bootstrap a business. Well, yeah, look at that. She has a prosthetic, so something happened there. And she almost looks like she's blind? Question mark? All right, so what we'll do is in the next episode, we'll go and speak with Cress. You won't want to miss out because there's plenty more to learn about Nellie, about our situation, where we go from here, as well as about the Black Hat Assassin. So thank you very much for joining me for Aether and Iron here on MindMine. I look forward to hanging out with you in the next episode.